Hello, hello, hello. It is Wednesday, the 25th. I'm having a bit of a day today. I hope y'all are having a good one. Um, I am not in the best mood. Don't know if I want to share why, because it feels like I gave up. It feels like I gave up and failed, kind of at the same time. I don't know. Does anyone else feel like they struggle to differentiate between platonic relationships and romantic ones and their feelings regarding that? I feel like I have a hard time with that, and I also feel like I have just a hard time with boundaries, setting them, keeping them, identifying them. I usually move the goalposts, and I wish I didn't do that. I Jonathan and I decided to go back to just being friends, just because things felt off. I don't ever want to feel like I'm forcing anything, and like as much as I want it to work, maybe we're just meant to be friends. Maybe that's just right now. I don't know, but anyway, I do still love him, and do still like want to be around him. So I don't know. Again, it just goes back to understanding how I am in relationships and trying to figure things out. I just, it feels like I should have had it figured out by now, is all. So I'm kind of irritated that, it feels like I'm behind or slow or something. I don't know. Anyone else feel like that? Um, so that all being said, I hope this doesn't hurt Jonathan's feelings. It's hurting mine. I don't know. Maybe because it's nobody's business, but I make my business other people's business. That's my problem, I guess. I don't know. Is oversharing a big problem? Probably. Goes back to boundaries, right? I don't know. Hey, I have sticky notes. It's funny because I didn't even realize that they were in here until now that I'm fidgeting with them. Um, anyway, I'm kind of sad, as you can tell. Um, but I know that God will continue to guide the situation and have everything be as it should be. You know, I want Jonathan to be happy. I want to make him happy, and I wanted to make him happy. And I don't know, but I want to be happy too. Just sad right now. Try not to cry. Give me a sec. Okay. Um, just gonna pick back up in Genesis 9 and read the notes. Um, so let's do that. After we pray, we gotta pray. Father, help me. Help me to do the right thing, God, and help me to understand myself and how to have healthy boundaries. Lord, help me to stop hurting people and stop Somebody just told me my audio's out, so we're gonna try just using the phone's microphone. Thanks, Jake, for the heads up there. Don't know where I got, but either way, I'm in Genesis 9, and I only read like 1 or 2 parts of the notes so far, so we'll continue. And the fear, let's see. God blessed Noah and his sons and said unto them, be fruitful and multiply. Okay, so the first blessing of God, we can go back to that one again. So the first blessing was 3 gifts from God. Number 1 is fruitfulness, Hebrew para, or P-A-R-A-H, meaning to bear fruit, that like the power of procreation. Number 2 is multiplication, Hebrew raba, or raba, R-A-B-A-H, to increase. And number 3, the occupancy of suitable places, Hebrew mala, or M-A-L-A, to replenish. There no doubt had been fish and fowl when Lucifer ruled, but they were destroyed because there was no sunlight during the flood of 1 and 2, Jeremiah 4:23-26. Therefore, Genesis 1 and 2 was a longer period than that of Noah's flood, which did not destroy sea creatures. Okay. God blessed Noah and his sons and said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. Replenish meaning refill, not just fill the earth as commanded Adam, proving a pre-Adamite as well as an Adamite world. Verse 2. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand are they delivered. So, this states the natural dominion of man over all creatures. If God had not put a fear of man in all animals, they would have destroyed mankind long ago. And verse 3, every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, given as the green herb I have given you all things. Man's new diet now consisted of all animals. Okay. And now in verse 4, but flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. So when God gave man a vegetable diet, he retained the tree of knowledge to attest his own supreme lordship and to remind Adam of the conditions of his tenure. Now, with the animal food permitted, he likewise retained a portion, the blood, to testify that he alone is the giver of all life. So in verse 6, whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed, for in the image of God made he man. The death penalty for murder is here commanded by God. His pledge to Cain was a 7-fold penalty, perhaps referring to greater damnation in hell. And you be ye fruitful and multiply. That's just referencing another verse that says, "Be fruitful and multiply." And behold, I establish my covenant with you and with your seed after you. This is the 11th prophecy in Genesis, fulfilled and being fulfilled. It contains the 10-fold terms of the Noahic covenant. In the 8th prophecy given before the ark was begun, we had the first mention of this covenant. And with every living creature, verse 10, with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth with you, from all that go out of the ark to every beast of the earth. 4 parties to the Noahic covenant is God, Noah, Noah's seed, and all living creatures. Okay, verse 11. And I will establish my covenant with you, neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood, neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. So note B said, by the waters of a flood. 2 times the earth has been cursed by a universal flood is in Genesis 1 and 2, Genesis 6, 8, and Genesis 6 and 8 and through 8:22, and 2 Peter verses 3 and 6. Though the earth will someday be renovated by fire, its inhabitants will not be destroyed. Neither shall there note C, any more be a flood to destroy the earth. Further proof that the flood was universal. There have been many local floods in all ages, but never another universal flood since Noah's time, nor will there ever be. I'm back. Let's see, where was I? Okay, so that was verse 11. Going to be verse 12. And God said, "This is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations." Two great truths here. The eternal pledge between the eternal parties of the eternal covenant and the eternal length of the covenant for perpetual generations, plainly promising eternal generations of natural people. What? Okay, I feel silly because I don't understand that. Let's try. Okay. The eternal pledge between the eternal parties of the eternal covenant and the eternal length of the covenant for perpetual generations, plainly promising eternal generations of natural people. Okay. It says, see Colossians 4, page 312 of New Testament, or column 4. I think it says column. I think it means column. Verse 13, for I do set my bow in the cloud. Set, meaning Hebrew Nathan, grant, not the first time seen, but the first time assigned as a reminder of the eternal covenant. The rainbow is a natural effect of a natural cause. It always has been and always will be seen where water falls, showers of rain, and sunshine exist. The multicolored semicircle caused by rays of the sun on drops of water has no doubt been an enjoyable sight since the original creation of clouds, rain, and sun. The true meaning here is, as surely as the eternal rainbow is an effect of sunshine and rain, so surely and eternal this earth and natural life shall be an effect of God's covenant with all living creatures. I set my bow, Hebrew kasheth, a bending, used of bow as in weapon 52 times. Verse 14, no notes there. Verse 15, and I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh, and the water shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. I will remember. This is noting Leviticus 26 and 42, as well as 45, Deuteronomy 7 and 9, and 1 Kings 8:23, as well as Luke 1 and 72. I don't have time to check all of those. As you can tell, my alarm did go off. But I did get halfway through chapter 9, and so we will pick that back up tomorrow. I hope you guys have a good day. And yeah. Thank you for listening. Thank you for prayers. Appreciate it. Jacob.